I love the way that we actually just Oh, hi, welcome back.
Oh, what are you doing?
To another episode of Taps, Rex, and Bangs podcast. I, as always, have Dirty Dave.
Dr.Phillgood.
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
And DRex.
We have
Follow that
Miss
shit right
Bella
there.
here.
I'm here.
We also have a special guest here tonight, too.
Yeah.
Please don't.
All the way from is it Alabama or Georgia?
Alabama.
Alabama.
We just ruined it for you.
Come on, you got to introduce him. Come on. Give him the well-known intro.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Oh my
shit.
God.
What war are you in?
I was in Vietnam.
Vietnam.
This is a whole other country. It's Greenbow, Alabama, is where I'm from.
Oh. That sounds fun. So, what can you tell me life is like?
My mom always said life is like a box of chocolates.
Oh,
You never know what you're going to get.
oh, snap. Oh, snap. How many miles did you run?
A lot.
A lot. I actually estimated it one day.
I don't want to talk about my running. Today's Veterans Day. We talk about the veterans.
I feel like he just turned into something.
You went a little British there.
I know you were British. Hey.
So who was America's first war with?
I mean, British people can do a very good Southern accent, though. I mean, haven't you watched The Walking Dead? They're all fucking British.
Well, I have to say, it's amazing.
It's true.
If
I mean,
you
they
take
all
an American
British.
and they sing, they sound like us. If you take, well, of course they sound like us because they're us. But if you take a Brit and have them sing, they still sound like us.
Well, of course they do.
So where the hell does the accent go?
They try to disguise it. So I mean,
They do.
'cause
They
it's
do
so much
voice
cooler to be an
classes
American.
And stuff. And well, so I watch The Walking Dead religiously. But anyway, and I watch the extra clips. But the whole thing about them being British is that they go to somebody that actually teaches them how to turn their British accent into a Southern accent. So
Mama was always very smart.
Good for her.
yeah.
So
That's not very nice.
All right.
So how did that kid turn out? Did he get taken away?
Lil Forrest?
Hey, so I heard your wife died.
Jenny.
Let's get right into that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I heard she got around.
Jenny was a whore.
But she was your horror, right?
She was my whore.
She's the most beautiful name.
But little Forrest, I'll tell you, I mean, he's all grown up and he's now in the Marine Corps. But no, he didn't go in the Army like I did. He's ready to be a Marine.
Yeah. All right.
That was my attempt at comedy.
So anyway,
That was pretty
yeah,
good.
Veterans Day. So sitting on the couch.
Oh, where'd
next
Dirt
to
Dave go? We need him back quick. See you later, Forrest.
I'm right here. I'm still here.
Okay. Well, you need to speak up more often. I need you to
Yeah.
rebuttal Forrest for me.
Yeah. So sitting on the couch next to a retard, but
He's not
You know.
retarded. He's
I'm
just.
not a very smart man.
Hey, he's
but
a ping pong champion. Okay.
he
I've seen some girls do some things with ping pong balls. But
Good.
that was over in Thailand, right next to Vietnam.
Oh.
I think I'm dead. That's horrible. Okay. I was told there was going to be a special guest speaker tonight, and I'm like, oh, who is it? And he's like, I'm not telling you.
It's a surprise.
And then I get here, and he's like, I'm Forrest Gump. I like
I'm
to
not
name
Forrest.
my boats Jenny because it's the most beautiful name in the world.
I must have had about 3 or 4 Jennies.
Yeah.
Did you now?
Oh, yes. If that was me. Shit, the cover's out. My bad. I've been
Golly.
exposed.
Yes, exposed. So
Oh my
anyway,
God.
So, anyways, yes, it is Veterans Day. So,
Yesterday was.
well, today too. It's Veterans Day weekend.
Oh, heck yeah. get a whole trip.
The best part about Veterans Day is all the free food.
You know what's funny? I wore my
That's no joke.
I wore my military shirt from England that says Team Mildenhall and whatnot. And so when I took Piper out for a little bit, like, oh, did you get your free meal yet? And I'm like, I'm not a vet. But
That's whenever you say no.
I'm like,
Wait, so all males are vets now?
no, because I had
No.
I had my military shirt back from England when I was over there, and so I was like,
ROTC?
no, like it was Air Force military shirts that I would wear.
Oh, cool.
Because I just kind
I
of
felt a little beside myself for a moment yesterday because me and another buddy of mine, we all decided to go out, to go eat, and took my dad with me. Well, my dad, he's got to be all, gung ho pride. I'm a Vietnam vet, and blah blah blah, which is great. I mean, don't get me wrong, I respect him for that. So,
Is your dad Forrest Gump?
no,
Oh.
Are
never
you
mind.
little
Thought
Forrest?
you said he was in Vietnam.
no.
You little Forrest. Oh my God, you're little Forrest! Aww.
He didn't join the Marine. He went to the Air Force.
I
was in the Air
know.
Force. I wasn't in the Army.
You are so smart.
You're stupid. So, anyways, we are standing in front of the restaurant while we're waiting on the table, right?
Yeah.
So, now, mind you, like, all three of us are vets, but, like, I am wearing a desert tan sweatshirt. I actually had on my, my desert boots, and anyways. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I was looking at your desert boots over there. So they just looked at you and said, "Yep, he dressed like a vet."
No. So, and then my other buddy, he's wearing a sweatshirt that's OD green. I mean, it's all military colors. I mean, we're all three standing there talking. This guy comes up, like, interrupts our conversation and, like, steps in between me and my other buddy and, like, reaches a hand out to my dad and said, "Thank you for your service." Shook his hand and then walked off. I'm like, all right.
Did your dad wear the hat?
Yeah, he's
that's why.
of course he was wearing his Vietnam vet Air Force hat, and yeah.
Vietnam vets are super popular
Oh,
because they all got hats.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have given you a hat. They didn't have enough money after Afghanistan and Iraq and Iran to give y'all hats.
Jenny took it and sold it for heroin.
Oh my God. All right.
Was that Jenny 1 or Jenny 2 or Jenny 3? And you had so many Jennies.
Those were boats.
Oh.
There was only one Jenny.
Wait, you had a boat? I didn't know you. Wait.
Bubba Gump Shrimp.
You don't have a boat now. Wait, have you ever had a boat? Do you have a boat? I want a boat. You know what it stands for? Break out another 1,000. That's why you have friends with boats.
Yes.
It's
Exactly.
an investment.
I don't got no money.
So what he's saying is he's never going to own a boat. If I do, I would probably name it Jenny. Just saying. It's the most beautiful name in the world.
It's the most beautiful name in the whole
I'll
wide
probably
world.
name mine James after what David called me back when we worked together. He's like, "You don't look like a Phil. You look like a James." I'll name my boat
You
after
don't
that.
look like a James.
Thank you.
I know. You look like a Philip.
Well, now that you know I'm a Phil.
I thought I called you Kevin.
No, you call me
Kevin.
James. Like forever.
Oh, you do almost kind of
Forever.
look like a Kevin.
You
though.
call me James. For like the first
So-
month.
Maybe I was
Called
thinking
him
of,
James.
maybe I was thinking of Kevin James.
Maybe. I mean, that makes sense.
Anything's possible. Are you having fun over there?
So,
Okay, so take us into it, Mr. History Major.
history major. So-
Don't we have some?
Oh,
Advocate Construction.
close enough.
Yes, I guess we should go ahead and pay homage to our sponsor, who is also a proud supporter of veterans, Mr. Nathan Moore at Advocate Construction and Foundation Repair.
Si, senor.
Sí, se puede. For all of your foundation and construction needs, make sure you go see them at advocateconstruction.net or give them a call, and then servicing the entire North Texas and South Carolina area.
Hoorah! So,
Oh, that was sweet.
so I want to do some fun little quizzes on
Oh.
history. 'Cause
Okay.
I like quizzes. So my favorite one is what war put America on the map for being a great power?
That was Vietnam. No, I don't
Forrest, you're
think.
killing me.
I don't think that was right. The Great War that put America on the map.
What made America one of the great powers in the sea?
America.
And
That's why.
if you can do a year, I'll find a way to spot you $5.
$5.
Hey, a poor man only got so much. That's my lunch money.
Um.
Oh, hold on. Before we start this one, Dirty Dave, thank
Yes.
you for your service.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
for
fighting
your
for
support.
my freedom.
You're welcome.
You allowed me to go to school with a peace of mind.
Back when you were in Vietnam.
Piece of what?
Peace of mind.
No. I was. Never mind. We're not going to go into that.
What? What? Did I miss something?
I was in Vietnam.
I know you
I'm
weren't.
not that old.
Oh.
Forrest is,
my,
but I'm not.
My bad. I thought you were that old. But
I was OIF1 in Enduring Freedom. Yay.
I was really bad at history, so can you
Come on.
clarify that?
Operation Iraqi Freedom started in
Okay. I know what that is.
March of 2002.
2002.
And Enduring Freedom started right after 9/11. And then also we had the Global War on Terrorism, which I also supported as well.
Damn.
Aw, thank you for our freedom.
Don't think me. I mean, think the
Well, everybody.
guys from the First World War and the Second World War, and Forrest over here from Vietnam.
Yeah, welcome.
It's horrible.
That wasn't Forrest.
I know. I'm saying it for him because he went a little mute.
You're
You went to go
horrible at impersonating me.
Yes, I am, but that's okay. I'm meant to be me, not you.
It's okay.
So anyways, back to my question. What war put America on the map as being a world power? A world power, not the A.
I'm going to say World War II.
Nope.
No, 1.
Nope.
No, 3?
If we're not on the map by World War I, we have bigger problems.
War of 1812?
Nope. But you're in the 1800s. That is correct, in the 1800s. But what year, especially? Come on, people.
American Revolution. No.
So
That's
I
1700s.
I cheated off the Canadians in my world history class. I mean, in college, yeah.
See, the reason why I know this stuff because I
they-
had to get my green card.
I
so.
should have known this stuff, but they actually had to study the book, and our professor was an idiot, and so
Yeah,
I
that's
just
about right.
cheat off the twins that were Canadians because
Did
they
you
actually
go to
studied.
an all-girls college or a boys and girls college?
Went to all everything, boys, girls,
Co-ed.
boys who were girls who were boys. Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Y'all's generation is fucked up.
He got a point because back in the day
I'm
it was only
just saying.
2. Now there's like 64.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, just choke on your beer right now. So anyway,
I must have had about 10 to 12 Dr. Peppers.
No, don't tase my nail.
Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Oh, I took it farther than that. You can do it better.
no, you didn't take it further than
Yes,
that.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Hold on, let's
I
take
have a
pictures of each other.
Ew.
Okay, here you go. Take
Ew,
a
I got
picture.
it all wet.
We're going to see. Who?
I didn't get mine wet. Even though it's
Here.
mine.
Oh, that looks really bad.
Here.
No, I got occupied.
So we're going.
How do I work this thing?
All right,
Oh, that's a flashlight. Mita,
Oh, my bad.
where's your camera at? Okay, I'm ready to take a photo in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at each other. I don't know if that came.
Oh.
Shit, son. I think the other one, but I got it right.
Will not be posted.
You could see me gagging.
Yes, you were. I mean, like that photo was taken right before you pulled it out of your mouth. I'm like, did I get it?
Look at. We're not going to post that photo.
So, anyways, the answer is the Spanish-American War, 1898.
I knew that.
I know you did, Forrest. You're not allowed to answer the questions.
That's not very fair.
Well, because I want to make sure it's,
That
one-sided.
is so peaceful.
So why did that war in particular put us on the map? I gave the answer earlier, but, see if y'all paid attention.
Sea power.
Sea power, because the Spanish Armada was the sea power of that era. And we, America, dethroned them as the sea power. Bam! What?
I think it was right around the same time that we created the first submarine, like that one-person submarine that could actually go up, or was that? When was that?
That was during World War I when the Germans
was
started
it?
doing
Okay, that's
U-boats.
what I thought it was. Yeah.
So
No. It was an American that did it first, who actually was able to. He made like a one-person submarine, piloted it up underneath the ship and put a bomb on it and then floated away. But of course, he drowned in it, so he suffocated.
Yeah.
He didn't have any air.
now that was during World War. That was in the World War I era, 1910s. So
Gotcha.
then we'll do because you kind of answered it, and I'll just do it as a freebie. What war made America the American war power?
One.
Yeah, that. Hey, can I cheat off of you?
He's not Canadian, so you can't do it.
Can I cheat off of you?
It was all World War I.
Hey, can I cheat off of you?
No.
Nobody tells me no. I'm still gonna look and cheat off of you.
Cheating
One.
is bad.
It was World War I. So, second
3.
note. What war did the White House burn down in?
World War III.
That was Civil War.
The White House burned down?
The White House got burned down.
No.
Yes, the White House hasn't always been in D.C.
Nope.
I knew that. Actually.
We'll do a few more of these trivia questions, and I'll lead on to next topic.
Yay!
So, I know
Can we stop?
I'm an
doing this? This is
educated
horrible.
person, so I can't help it. War of 1812 is your answer. The Brits came back for round 2, and guess what?
They
Still
got
lost.
they got lost. I was gonna say they got lost again.
Yep. They didn't do too well. What president got famous out of the war 1812?
None of your business. That other war.
He said
President.
president.
Oh,
Somebody's not paying attention.
I'll give y'all a
Was.
hint. He's on money.
George Washington.
Jackson.
George Jackson.
George Jackson.
Andrew
Andrew Jackson.
There you go.
I knew it. See,
He got
it.
famous out of that war. Fun
Wait,
fact,
what
though.
is he on? The $50 bill?
He was a slave owner.
20.
Yeah, I just have money. I don't look at it. I don't know.
See, when
I'm
I give
really
my
bad
dog...
at history. You're losing me because I feel like I'm in history class, and I literally every history class, I just literally start to doze off and fall asleep, and that's why I had to cheat off Canadians. Whatever, they actually had to pay attention. I didn't. I'm American. That's why.
I don't have to give 2 fucks.
Yeah,
I don't have to listen at all. I'm
Yeah.
American.
yeah. It's my history.
Favorite one, though. Favorite one. And my last question. I probably had a crap ton. And you gotta put your phone down. Oh, hey, you know what's really sad, though? With her being on her phone, she probably could have Googled all these answers.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Siri. Okay, Siri, don't let me down.
You're seriously asking Siri. Seriously asking Siri.
This next one is a easy peasy lemon squeezy. What happened?
They all died.
What? What happened? What?
I didn't get that
Wait.
far. I just said what happened.
What are you talking about?
They got
What happened on
loaded in the
December
butt
7th,
tops.
1941?
Hey Siri, what happened on December 7th, 1941?
That was Pearl Harbor.
Oh, it's Pearl Harbor. I knew that one. That movie is so sad. Oh, but the guys in it are so
fucking
adorable.
movie.
I love that
Nothing
movie.
frustrates me more than somebody taking a historical event and turning it into a sappy love story.
No
Like
joke.
Pearl Harbor, Titanic.
You know
It
what?
was a love story.
I've never seen Titanic.
It should not have been a war story. That's what I'm talking about. Who gives a fuck about Rose?
There's enough room for Jack
Yeah.
to get on that board.
I know Jack had plenty of room.
Selfless bitch.
I know, right?
But I never seen it. I just seen the memes against it. just because I wasn't allowed to when I was a kid because there's apparently a nude painting photo thingamajiggy.
Yeah, whenever he does the sketch of ScarJo.
Yeah, which I just never had the impassion to actually go back and watch it. So there you go. So those are a few of my little questionnaires that I had going on. So
you're very narcissistic.
Yeah, and
well, she's American. She just cheat off Canadians.
I used a big word.
Narcissistic.
I'm proud of you, Gump.
You know what? Some people use that word so wrong so many times, but
how so? Where does the origin of narcissistic comes from?
Narcissism?
Nope. The origin. Mina! She went emo on this.
What? My head is cold.
I'm sorry.
I know you didn't know I had a hood, right? Yeah.
I did not know you had a hood.
I know.
I'm sorry I started a fight in your Black Panther party.
I thought this... Oh, my string is missing.
Sorry, we can't do no choking. Anyway.
So...
I'm sorry I had to.
Jesus sake, the will. Anyways, there's no alcohol. Well, alcohol for me.
So are we really just gonna like just do trivia all day?
No. That was the last little
so
part.
Great. Okay, so
I had another question I wanted to ask, but I
no,
completely
my
forgot.
God, fuck me.
No.
Somebody can fucking save me. I can't do any more of this.
Well, it wasn't history related. Well, it was. No, it wasn't history related. Okay. But I had a sad. Okay, so
I've got a Congressional Medal of Honor. I can save you. That's good.
He'll be your Superman. So, fun fact: the trivia.
That's called Save a Ho, not Superman.
Mission Save a Ho.
Captain Save a Ho. So the sad part is back in high school, because I've always been a fan of history.
Right.
On certain days when I was a sacker, back in the day of working at grocery store.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were in football. It's cool. Continue. It's cool.
Fuck that.
I'm like super blonde today. I can't help it. Like I don't know what's going on.
I can honestly say I never played football. It terrified the hell out of me.
Really?
Yes.
Would have never guessed.
I'm pansy and I'm okay with that. Anyway, I would give people those kind of questions all day long.
Yeah.
And I think maybe a handful of people got them right.
Mm-hmm.
So don't worry. I'm
going to go on a little bit of a rant for just a moment.
Uh-oh.
You're welcome.
Get it, Dirty Dave.
Yes. Okay. So, whenever... Excuse me.
Oh.
Sorry. I had to make some room. Sorry. My bad. I have this issue that whenever it's Veterans Day, you notice how, like, whenever everybody wants to, like, pay tribute to the veterans and, oh, come have a free drink or come have free appetizer, free meal, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It is Veterans Day. Not active duty military day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is not Armed Services Day.
Mm-hmm.
You have your own day.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't celebrate it as hard.
I don't give a fuck. It's Veterans Day.
No, I agree with you there.
Now, I'm not disrespecting the active duty at all. All I'm saying is that it takes too goddamn long to get into a restaurant and get a free dinner and then get out. And by the time you're done, you can't make it to the next restaurant that's offering a free dinner.
You're not supposed to go to multiples.
Fuck that. I treat that like my birthday shots.
It's like a tour.
I go bar hopping. I will go from bar to bar on my birthday and go get free shots. Shit, I'll be tore up for nothing by the end of the night.
So this Saturday, we're going out?
All right, so...
It's not my birthday, though.
Well, I don't care. We can say it's your birthday.
No,
say it's my birthday.
You check your ID.
Huh?
Go check your ID.
I don't give a shit. I can fake it up real
Although
quick.
the funny thing is, like, everybody's cracking down.
I do what I want.
Everybody's
This is
been
my
cracking.
permit.
Everybody's been cracking down on like verifying that you're a veteran before they'll actually serve you the meal.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like
it's
they
free.
even stated like at the
Losing
front
money.
door, like as we were waiting to get in, and the waitress was like, "Are you a vet?" Yep. Okay. Just walks off. I'm like, that was easy.
You're not joking. That's how it was for me. And I wasn't even a vet.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even active.
But no, like that's my thing though, and it's funny because whenever and like on Memorial Day,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Memorial Day is for those who have fallen.
Correct.
Yes.
those who are no longer with us.
Correct.
Why do civilians feel a need to make a big deal about military and veterans at that same time as Memorial Day?
They're confused on what's actually happening,
They just kind of take it like, who really celebrates Martin Luther King Day?
and they're still and they still want
They
to.
just take the day
Mexicans.
off. Fuck you.
No, I mean they still want to tell people, thank you for your service and so on and so forth.
Thank you for
but
not dying.
Thank you. Yes.
You want to hear something funny?
That's my rant is when people
Well,
are.
something really, really funny?
Yeah.
Really
Cool. Go
funny?
ahead.
Really,
Just
really,
cut me
really
off. It's
funny?
cool. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. You're the first person to thank me, by the way.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no, you did on Facebook.
No, I was the first person. We worked together.
Did you? Oh, yeah,
Oh
okay,
my
bad.
god!
My bad.
Thanks. Cool. Thanks for your service.
Well, I made it publicly knowledged.
Sorry, I didn't tell you on the
pod.
podcast first.
You should have yelled at it on Facebook. It would have meant more.
You got that face. You got that iPhone. Do that little emoji
I
thingy.
mean, like,
With like the,
came to work
with
and
a
told
unicorn.
you thank you for your service and gave you a hug and said thank you for fighting for my freedom. And so it's cool. It's whatever. Just forget about it.
You're welcome. I don't mean to bring up no bad blood. I did.
Thanks, Philip. You started a fight.
I can tell y'all just like opposite on the couch with your hand on the chin, like, fucker.
I've been sitting here like this the whole time.
I lost my tip.
Your tit.
I found it. It's on. No, what the fuck is this shit?
There was one time that
Oh,
Jenny
no.
said that she
My
lost
gum.
her tit, and I said, it's in my mouth. What the fuck?
Hey.
Gump, I think you're banned from talking for just a second.
I didn't get to be myself in that movie.
When you're hungry, what do you got?
What?
If you're hungry, what do you got? Remember the conversation we had the other day?
Oh, what? Yo, titties.
Yeah.
I don't think Dr. Phillgood was there for that one.
No, he wasn't.
No, I
Dorian
want to be
He
educated.
was, but
Oh yeah, it was the big scary black guy with the big pee-pee.
oh my god.
You mean Big Dick Dorian?
Are you talking
I
about
think that was him.
I'm wondering if
He kind of reminded me of Bubba.
Bubba. That's what I was gonna
Did he
say. Are
get you
talking
some
about
shrimp?
Bubba?
He did get me some. That's no shrimp.
Scrape.
He's a jumbo shrimp, huh?
It'd take me about 3 or 4 nets to catch that one.
3 or 4
Dude,
nets.
what the fuck?
So, I have
Wow.
I have a random question.
For who?
Anybody in the crowd? You too. I got a question.
Okay.
Why don't we call?
You want to call
What?
somebody? Let's call my mom.
No.
No, because she likes.
She loves the show.
Well, she likes somebody in
We
particular.
want to do a call out. I know she does.
DirtyDave is not here.
It's just Gump. Just Gump.
I just heard you, Dirty Dave.
Hi, Colleen.
Ew, quit.
Who's Colleen?
What do you call? Oh, hold on. Here you go. What do you call
Can't believe you just remembered her name.
sweaty boobs?
Today's.
You're close.
Jenny.
Gump, you're banned right now. Just hold on, Gump. Dirty Days, since you're not here, what are you going to answer?
What do I call big sweaty titties?
Big sweaty titties.
Switties.
Sweaties?
Nope.
Sweaties?
Humidititties.
Humidititties.
That's
Humidity.
stupid.
Humidititties. That's my joke for
Who
the
could
day.
we call? Who could we call on our list?
And I thought I was stupid.
Hey, Gump. Hey, Gump. And you about to throw down back and back.
Ooh, I'm gonna watch.
We gonna get naked and do it like they did back in Thailand.
I'll beat you like I did that Black Panther in the movie.
We
We'll see
should
about
we
that.
should call we should prank call somebody sometime. That'd be great.
Yeah, but we've got to do it whenever we actually get like the whole like phone dial-in system.
I have
I'm
speaker.
actually still that's not the same.
Yes, it is. It's great.
No.
Let's-
I want to stay.
let's
I want to
prank
save
call
that
somebody.
for what Dave has.
Let's
Because
prank
that
call.
would be genius.
Prank call Brandon.
Who's Brandon?
Reddit Hilbers?
Yeah, let's prank call Brandon. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Fuck it. Call him.
Yeah, let's put him on.
So, well, hold on.
All right, we're calling.
What are we
Brandon
doing?
Hilbers.
What's
We're
our
putting
joke?
Shh. All right, we're gonna call Brandon Hilbers, getting him on the line.
Does he
See if
know your
actu-
number?
Yes, that's fine. Let's see if he actually answers.
What is that contraption in your hand?
It's a phone, Forrest. It's a phone.
I don't see a cord coming from it.
All right, Brandon Hilbers is not answering.
Is he in the army?
I think he was.
His
man.
fridge must be running. He's chasing it.
He probably doesn't know how to use the phone.
Probably not.
It took me a while.
I can't believe he didn't answer. Yeah, because there's no cord, right?
His drill sergeant could be getting on to him. Or getting into him.
That sounds kinky.
It does.
Sometimes.
So
He just felt like running.
We should call Matt.
We could.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Matt. We're not gonna. All right, come on, Matt. Second person to call. Gonna see if we can get somebody on there.
So
Golly.
Here we
go.
Hi, Matt. This is DRex on the TRB podcast, and you're live right now.
Oh, good God Almighty!
Yes. Aren't you super excited? We decided to call you as our special guest on the.
I thought I was a special guest.
No, Forrest Gump, you're not.
he is special though.
So hi, Matt. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Just 1 second.
He was
Uh-oh.
speechless.
You think? I know he is speechless. He's so excited about being on the podcast right now.
That was like,
Let me get off the pot.
Oh.
he was taking it.
Wait,
That
is
was
he
my
smoking pot or is he like on the
I
pot?
don't know. I just dropped my phone. It's all right. It's cool.
Oh God!
All right.
Great honor, actually.
So-
I've actually been one to ask Dave if I could do this. It's a great honor right now. I really feel proud of myself.
Sure,
Yeah.
go for it.
I've come far in life.
Oh,
Oh, of course.
Good.
Well, thanks.
can you hear Dirty Dave? No? Okay,
No.
I'm going to move the phone over to Dirty Dave.
I said, well, sure. Thanks. No problem.
Oh God! What are y'all talking about?
Gotta get
tonight?
up. Well, it's Veterans Day, so we're talking about veterans.
Okay.
And, like,
So you decided to call a civilian?
Well,
yeah, we called a civilian.
Want to ask him a history question, see if he knows anything.
Oh, yeah.
about
So Dr.Phillgood wants to ask you a history question.
You can repeat it for me if you like.
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all already know the answer, so you can't help him.
Okay.
World War 17.
We're not there yet.
Oh.
Do I get to answer this?
No,
one?
Forrest, shut up.
Okay.
So- What war made America a national power?
Okay, so did you hear that?
What war made America a world
National.
power?
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting question.
Do, 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 do.
I think it was the war in Vietnam.
Oh, my God.
Forrest, I told you, it's not a nom.
Wasn't it Nam? It was one of the world wars.
It was one of the world wars.
Yeah, choose one.
No, it wasn't.
Thanks for giving it away. It was the first one, probably.
Yeah.
Except
Ding, ding,
for-
ding, ding. We have a winner.
But it wasn't.
Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry. I'm
That
really
made
bad at
us
history.
the world power, but not a world power.
Oh, my God. Philip, we hate your questions.
Y'all know the answer.
No, I don't. I
was
wasn't listening to you. I fell asleep.
Hey, Forrest, can you repeat what the answer was earlier? Do you remember?
I'm a little thrown off. I thought I was stupid.
You call me stupid? Oh.
I didn't call you stupid.
Who are you calling stupid then?
You called you stupid.
No, I didn't call me stupid.
It's the Spanish American.
All right, Matt. Well, thank you very much for being on the show, our shit
Wait,
show.
so was I right?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
I think really the prompter in the question was the problem. I think
Yeah.
it was Della's fault.
No, Dave was the one that was supposed to be telling you, and he failed. Forrest Gump also did not do a very good job.
You're the one sitting here telling him that World War I was correct.
Hero.
Yeah.
Talking about.
What do you say?
He said Forrest Gump is a war hero.
Oh, well, thank you.
Also a Heisman Trophy winner, and I don't know, the list goes on.
Yeah.
I'm about to go watch the movie now.
Yeah.
I about forgot you going to watch my movie.
He's going to go watch your movie. Oh, my
I'm
God.
about to go drink me like 15 Dr. Peppers.
It was 12, but close.
All right,
Put money
Matt.
on that?
Yeah, it was 12 Dr. Peppers. Matt. Gosh, idiots. You stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Do you play ping pong? Forrest Gump may need a ping pong friend later.
I knew a young little Thai girl that did.
I'm not going to play with anybody's balls.
Ah, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Now that Jenny's gone, you can play with mine.
Wow.
We did all day at work.
Ah, oh, and the truth comes out, Dirty
You
Dave.
got a hold of my balls. Yes, he did.
Ding, 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 ding,
Oh.
ding.
You're a nasty fucker.
All right, Matt. Well, thanks for playing along. We'll see you soon.
All right.
All right.
Go screw yourself, Dylan. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
fucker. Fucking asshole.
He said, okay, yeah, go
Yeah,
screw
go
yourself.
screw yourself. He hung up. Yeah, go screw yourself, Della.
Nice.
That was actually quite enjoyable. We should do that more often.
We should. As soon as I get it routed into here, so that would actually work out great.
I think
Yeah.
you're genius.
Yep, I need another one of those and another one of these.
You just touched it. And went,
I did. It went. Okay,
Sorry.
so let's talk about your ancestry.
Oh, God.
I mean, like, you're,
Sorry.
whoa, shit, calm down.
I found some fun little interesting fact that surprised me a lot the other day.
Okay,
know,
what's
it's
that?
So I went to the conference for Make Oklahoma Great Again, right? And there was a gentleman there who was a sergeant. No, I can't remember what rank he was, but his last name was Spencer. All right, and so during the conference, he was this person of being honored and being thanked.
Looks like water.
Does look like water. Fucking bear. Anyways,
You didn't get this from Oklahoma, did you?
no, I did not.
Okay, good, because we don't drink Oklahoma beer in Texas.
Fuck that shit. I mean, so anyways, I made a point to reach him out of this conference and tell him thank you for his service because
Right.
he was in World War II. I mean, that's how far back he went. He talked about where he was part of the navigation system on a pilot who was trying to fly a plane to Russia to give them intel on where to attack Germany. Well, his mission failed.
Right.
And so he was the only survivor of 6 planes. Only survivor. And he was actually captured, and the Russians actually did save him, but they were actually going to actually put him to slavery, which is a fun fact. But anyways, he said, "No, am I supposed to know you?" I'm like, "No, sir. I just wanted to say thank you." And he's like, "Well, what's your name?" I'm like, "Well, my name is Philip.
Mm-hmm.
My last name." And I almost got myself there on the podcast. My bad, y'all. And he's like, "Oh, that name? He was in the plane in front of me.
Whoa.
They got shot down. I know one."
Whoa.
And I was like, "Holy crap!" Because on my dad's side of our ancestry, my grandfather was adopted.
right.
Well, I mean, he was in the orphanage, so we don't know any of that lineage whatsoever.
Wow, that is crazy.
So this guy served with my uncle or somebody who was related to my family, and
Like great uncle.
no, I mean it'll be great uncle, yeah, not uncle, great uncle. So,
Okay, so
anyways.
is your aside of him, like aside of the unknown, is your dad the first one to go?
No, he
military,
was- from what we know, he was the third.
Okay, third generation to go.
Third generation, because we did
Yeah.
find out that my great grandfather was in the military. He served in World War One. So
Gotcha.
I'm apparently the disappointment of the family, because my great great grandfather we know served in World War One. My grandfather served in World War Two, but he was on the Pacific front line.
Right.
He actually fun story about him. When he was jumping from island to island, he actually fell into a booby trap. All
Booby
right?
trap.
He fell into a booby
I
trap.
like booby traps.
I bet you do, Gump. Just shut the fuck up. People want to get mad at me for talking about Gump, but I don't give a shit. But he fell into a trap.
That wasn't
and-
very nice.
You're welcome. I love you.
Forrest. He loves you. Okay, continue.
This is a new
Oh.
generation.
So he fell into a trap, and he missed all the spikes over there. So he was perfectly fine. He had his sprained ankle, but he couldn't get out. And his troops,
You missed the spikes.
he missed because they had traps where you fall into the pit, and you would fall in spikes. That's
Dear
how it was
Lord.
over there.
That's terrifying.
It was bad. So anyway, he fell, but he missed all the spikes. And
What if you
sprained his
going on
ankle.
your ass?
You've been penetrated.
You would have to go see a proctologist.
Mm-hmm. So
But you could make some braces out of those for your legs.
anyway,
Okay.
his troop ended up leaving
Forrest is
him.
getting a little out of hand.
They left him.
I'm so sorry. It was natural.
He left him, and I was pretty agitated that they left him behind. No troops behind. His troop actually left him.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I understand. And his platoon ended up getting massacred, like a few miles up. Like they got all massacred, and so they sent my grandmother a note saying, "We apologize, but no, your husband has been killed in battle." Well, guess what? My grandpa showed up like 7 months later.
Oh, poor grandma.
Now,
That's a Pearl Harbor story.
now it gets better, because then he also served in Vietnam. He served with you, Gump,
Okay.
and he got sick with yellow fever.
What's his name, Bubba?
No, he actually got sick, and he got left at the hospital.
So then your grandma got told he died twice?
And his platoon went out and got massacred.
What the fuck? You got so lucky, but not.
He got lucky twice. And so they sent out a second letter saying, "We apologize, Miss Shirley. Your husband has died in battle." And she was like, "Oh my God." And guess what?
He showed up 7 months later.
He showed up. So, yeah, no.
Horrible.
That's got to really fuck with somebody's head.
It did. It did.
You know
So
what?
he came back from
You
the
know
dead
what?
twice.
Yes.
My grandfather apparently was also in Vietnam, and he also used to go uphill, walked all the way uphill to school and home, uphill barefoot in the snow.
That's what my dad did.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, whoa, you went uphill to school and home?
Oh, snap.
That's the
My
way it
God.
was in Greenbow. I always walked up the hill both ways going to Jenny's house.
Oh my God.
Walked uphill both
stand-
ways.
Yep,
Can't
walked
fucking
up the hill
stand
both
you right
ways,
now.
and that's
Oh, my goodness. That's funny. But, yeah, so he was in the Army.
she was
Um,
molested at that house too.
Well, that would take a dark turn randomly. We're going to talk about molestation now?
No. Jenny molested me too. That's how little Forrest came around.
I don't know.
No.
Okay, this is getting a
Jenny,
little deep for us.
yeah. Jenny raped you. That's
Yeah.
what she did.
Jenny raped
Did
a
she give
retarded
you
person.
the AIDS?
I don't think she had the AIDS. She
I don't
had
think AIDS
cancer.
affect mentally handicapped people like they affect.
It
Pretty
made
sure
me
she had it.
smarter.
Oh my God.
It made you have two heads. And two heads are better than
Oh no.
Sometimes
Picture.
I could run really good.
So, anyways, so my dad ended up joining
But
the
I
Air
got
Force.
a car now.
Oh, good for you. Good for you, Gump. Good for you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go now.
All right, Gump.
Aw.
Be safe on your boat. Bring me some shrimp.
Bye, Forrest.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. All right,
That was
man. God,
interesting.
he's out of here. He's annoying as hell.
I'll bring Sling Blade on next time.
Oh, fuck off. I'm done with you
Who's
today.
Sling Blade? Who's Sling Blade?
Sling Blade.
Sling Blade.
Sling Blade.
Seriously? You don't know who's Sling?
No.
You gotta watch the movie.
Okay, we're done now, Philip. We're done with you.
Well, hey now. I have a sheltered life. I'm trying to.
At least I know who Sling Blade is.
Oh my God.
Gump, get out of here. We're done.
Oh my God.
But does that answer your question,
So
Dirty
done
Dave?
So done with both of y'all tonight.
So who's going to take me home and make me watch Sling Blade since I'm going to be home alone all night?
You can watch it on your own.
But I don't like being alone.
Yeah, you'll be alright.
I haven't been alone in so long, I don't know what it's like.
Get you some sleep,
What's sleep?
right?
Oh my God, I'm sleeping until like 2 tomorrow. I'm not even joking.
I can't
So
because I
excited.
get to go stand up in front of my son's school and say, "Hi, I'm a veteran," along with all of the other veteran parents. Yeah.
Aww, you're so cool.
So hip.
Sorry, was that too much? It's like whenever I said hi to that customer the other day.
No, I mean, it's something that they do every year for the Veterans Day.
Yeah, I know.
Performance. So yeah,
You deserve to be
the day that I wanted to actually sleep in. It's like, fuck, I gotta go stand in front of people. God damn it.
What time?
Well, it starts at like 8 o'clock.
Oh, jeez. F that, man.
I mean, I gotta be at work at 8, so I guess that makes sense.
Anyways,
So does that answer your question, Dirty Dave?
Just think, while you're there, I'll sleep in for the both of us.
I'll be honest. I kind of. What was the question?
Your question to me was, no, was my dad first in military? I said no, my
Yes.
grandfather
Okay.
was.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. Let's get back on track here.
So Philip's talking a lot. Can we talk about somebody else?
Yeah,
So,
can we?
I mean,
What about you, DRex?
Yeah.
What's your
how
family
many
history of
generations?
Hold
of
on.
veterans?
My dad corrected me about the podcast whenever he was saying that he was a hold on.
A swig?
Ha! I'm so much like my dad. I was looking for him on Facebook and I totally typed my own name in. So my father was in the Navy. So I grew up in a very interesting house. I definitely learned every cuss word in the entire book by the time I was 5.
I think it pretty much is across the board for just about every military family.
Yeah. So he was in the Navy and he was a mechanic. I always get this wrong and then he always corrects me. But I was a mechanic. I wasn't. He was.
You weren't a mechanic.
Oh my gosh, I'm tired. So he was a mechanic in the Navy on the flight deck. I'm pretty sure that's what he corrected me.
Right.
So anyway, but grew up in a family where, rights and wrongs were like that. He always woke me up like he was a drill instructor, which was absolutely freaking terrifying. Yeah. So
I sympathize on that one. My dad did the same damn thing.
It was interesting. It was very terrifying if I didn't wake up. And he even did this to me recently. Like whenever I went and stayed at his house, I'm 25. So I went and stayed at his house and had to get up to go to work the next morning too with him and my stepmom. And long story short, I didn't get up in time.
Flip the rack.
What? Oh God. No, I thought he was about to. It was terrifying. So I'm sleeping in the guest bedroom, which was actually my bedroom. But anyway, it's cool. It's been turned into a gun room. Whatever. I'm not that bitter.
I would be. As long as you get to play with the guns or in your former room.
Right.
I feel like that's fair.
No, I still go through all the drawers to see if any of my old stuff is in there, and then I slip it into my bag. Just one little thing at a time.
This gun's now in the bag, and this gun's
So anyway, he comes in and he opens the door and he's like, "Hey, you need to get up." I'm like, I'm awake, Dad." He's like, "Okay," and he walks out. Comes back 5 minutes later, if even. He's like, "Hey, you really need to get up. You really need to get up and get ready." I'm like, "Dad, I'm 25. I am 25. Really?" He's like, "Well, if you can't get up, you're not spending the night at our house anymore." I'm like, "Well, that's good. Good thing they have hotels." I'm not a morning person at all. I fight back with him. But he's super, he's up at 4 a.m. every morning. He's like, "Yeah, ready to rock and roll."
What time does he go to bed?
At 8, 7,
See,
8
that's
o'clock.
That's
He's
wrong.
gotten better.
fair.
I think he's gotten better where he wakes up, where he's going to bed a little bit later and waking up maybe at 6.
Shit, I go to bed at midnight every night, and I'm up at 6 o'clock every morning.
It annoys the heck out of me. I can't with
Me
him.
too. I
So
thought I was going to leave that behind when
And I
got
usually,
the other
I
job.
usually get up a couple times in the middle of the night, too.
yeah.
Right. Well, I do.
Oh
that
no, my
too.
dad's flipped me out of bed before. Totally. I grew up in a household where I felt like I was with a drill sergeant at times, especially when I was a teenager. It was horrible. So
For me, it was either the flipping of the rack or the pitcher of ice cold water in my face.
oh yeah, I got that plenty of times.
See, my dad
So,
kind of wasn't there, so I didn't have that luxury.
aw. And then now I'm living in the house with another drill sergeant that's even worse. Whew. At least he lets me sleep. That's the only plus. Everything else is line up, gotta check, make sure that the bed is made correctly, and
Can you
1,
drop
2,
a
3,
quarter
4,
on it?
5, and the laundry is done, and then the dishwasher gets unloaded, and I don't even know. It's like a blur now.
So meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Just gotta.
my great-grandfather was...
Oh, was I done? Okay, cool.
Were you?
I think so.
Were you done?
Yes.
Okay, because if you weren't, I mean, you can...
No, I was making sure.
Okay.
Cool.
Are you sure?
So
Yeah.
my dad, he was also in the Air Force, but he was gone all the time. So he wasn't there. He showed up. He showed up around 2004 when he decided he was going to retire in 2006. So.
But he came back.
Oh yeah, he came back. I mean, I knew what he was doing. I said no. I didn't really know he was in the military. To be honest with you, I mean, we got to go on the base. We got to play in the cool thing. We had the base lifestyle, but I didn't know exactly what he did because he was gone so much. And so my mom finally explained it to me when we had to move to England randomly. It's like, why are we going to England? Because your dad's in the military. I don't understand. What does the military do? And then I became a believer. Then my whole world got flipped upside down. West Philadelphia, born
On the playground where I spent most of my days.
So
my grandfather, he was Army Air Corps.
Mm-hmm.
So that was before
predecessing to the Air Force.
Yeah, that was before the birth of the Air Force, 1947. My father, he was Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
My mother was Air Force.
Ooh.
Really interesting, funny story. My mother was his maintenance officer.
She maintenanced him, that's for sure. And she got preggers with you.
You're stupid.
They did it.
But
They
he didn't
did
say
it.
No, he did not
She
say
maintenanced your dad.
That's kind of gross.
How to do the oil check?
Dad, if you're listening, I didn't say it. And I really don't want you to clarify. But
You don't have sex talks daily with your parents still?
Hey, would you like me to clarify for him?
no.
Okay.
Wait, what?
That sounded really dirty.
Oh,
So,
is your
anyways.
dad good looking? Cool, whatever.
We're
Okay.
we're gonna let that one go.
Like old men, whatever. That's what it is.
So, anyways,
Army Air Corps.
but yeah, my mom, she was, I think whenever she got out, she was a major.
So she's an officer?
Yeah, my mother was an officer. My father was
Damn.
enlisted. That's the joke.
Because
That
makes more sense now
You're
for
not
me.
supposed to do that.
No, you're not.
So, anyways.
Even the children were not supposed to play with each other. Listen, officers had children have to eat separately.
Mhm.
But I had a Romeo and Juliet situation with a girl. We only dated for like 7 days, but, you know, she was an officer.
First girl I hooked up with whenever I got stationed overseas was a lieutenant. Didn't even know she was a lieutenant.
Ah.
I'm just like, what are you doing in this bar? And she goes, well, I mean, we're in the O Club, so why wouldn't I be here? I go, shit, I'm in the O Club.
My bad. You want to go home? I'm
And
an
I
O.
was just like, well,
I'll make you say O.
Right. It's just, it's like, well, I think I'm done here for the day, so I think I'm going to go ahead and head back to my room. And she was just like, well, I mean, if you want some company. I'm like, sure, why not? So, yeah, very first day on station, hooked up with a lieutenant.
You're not supposed to do that.
Oops. I didn't know she was a lieutenant until...
You're not supposed to sleep with anybody else in the military. It's against rules.
The fuck?
Married-wise.
I wasn't married back then.
I know you
No,
weren't.
but you're not supposed to have any kind of relations because it's
With who?
like with
Maybe-
anybody that's in the military with you.
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
That's
it
not
is true.
No, it's not
Yes,
true.
it is.
They can't be in your same unit.
Yeah, they have to be separated, but they can't also have to. They can't. You have to both be enlisted, but you can't be in the same unit.
You can't
And
be in
vice
the
versa
same
with
chain
officer.
of command. That's the issue. You can't be in the same chain of command.
So
Because-
if I became an officer, I couldn't fuck another officer.
No, you could.
You could.
Oh, I mean, I
he
would,
just
but-
couldn't be in the same unit as you.
And it would be really frowned upon if you went to an enlisted person.
Really frowned upon.
I mean, if they're
But they, I
sexy,
mean,
they're
but they were
sexy.
stringent at that because as kids they didn't like the kids mixing up.
Well, see, back then the Air Force ruled it is that you could get married, but you couldn't fraternize.
Fraternization is.
You
Yeah.
could not fraternize with, enlisted you could not fraternize with officers.
It was super fun.
They never said anything about not being able to get married.
That's true.
Can't fraternize. You just go straight to marriage.
Oh, no. They just held their relationship behind closed doors.
So
I'm sorry, you interrupted me, so just saying.
Yeah, I'm interrupting each other left and right. This podcast.
Right.
I'm gonna kill him. He's gonna die.
And then Then my brother, he
So-
was the only fucktard who actually joined the army and then got kicked out, which is fine.
My brother was in the army too.
And then
It's a
I-
disgrace to the family.
Followed the family tradition, joined the Air Force.
We're Navy family, not Army.
We're Army Air
Idiot.
Force. My
Sorry.
my sister married a Army.
Hey, I would like
That-
to point out he cut you off.
Oh, it's fine when he does it because he's sweet.
Sorry.
Fuck you.
He won't be cutting me off anymore. Trust me.
So anyways.
Nope, I'm not gonna cut you off anymore.
So, back to the fraternization thing is that I dated an Air Force pilot once, but I used to hang out with all of them. And we stopped at the Sonic right outside of base, and all the other, enlisted had their little belts on. They're super cute, super nerdy. But anyway, they weren't allowed near the pilots.
Right.
And I was like, oh. And I said, hey, kid, come here. And he's like, are you with them? I was like, yeah. He's like, no, ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't. And he ran away. I was like, woo, this is cool.
It's not that they
drunk,
weren't.
but
It's not that they weren't allowed around them.
they're not allowed to.
No. They wanted nothing to do with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted everything to do with
Well,
them.
because you're on the
You're a
outside.
civilian. That's the difference.
Yeah. Pilots are
Great.
I'm sorry, but
Handful.
I was enlisted. I was enlisted. There was no way that I wanted to be. But can you stop?
She's reminiscing.
Clearly. But anyways, no.
I need a
Like
penis
as an
pump.
enlisted, I wanted no. I didn't want to be hanging around other officers.
Yeah, I got you.
So, anyways, with that being said, I guess we're going to go ahead and close out this yet another great Veterans Day.
Whoop, whoop.
If you see a veteran, say thank you.
Yes.
Hoorah.
Just-
Thank you
Seriously,
all
just say
very
thank
much.
you.
Thank you all very much for your service.
Do you enjoy your freedom? Say thank you.
Heck yeah.
Do you enjoy being able to say what you want when you want? Say thank you.
Yeah.
I do say that. I say thank you, but sometimes
Yeah.
I think like maybe we should protect.
Do you enjoy having the right
ours.
to vote? Say thank you.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy sleeping in your bed at night in peace?
Do
Say
you
thank you.
Define peace, because I'm married.
But don't bump.
Without somebody like terrorizing your household.
Very true. Very true.
Wait, you have kids. Let me clarify. I have kids too, so I know what that means.
But
I have kid.
Liberal, like gun-hating Democrats, say thank you. Antifa, say thank you. Or else we'll beat your fucking face in.
and then we'll say thank you for you.
And then we'll say thank you.
For you.
And on that note, we are going to go ahead and peace out of here. Yet another wonderful show. We will see you next weekend. I'm Dirty Dave.
Dr. Phillgood.
DRex.
We are out.
Peace.